Hey, what's going on, my friends? Bill here. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great day, having a great week. I wanted to go over a few things today in regards to a post that I had made earlier on my Facebook, and that was, kind of in regards to, the reality that most people accept, right? Each one of us has a reality that we live in, and, a lot of us either create new realities because we're unhappy with that reality that we're living in, or some of us just tend to stay in that reality for the rest of our lives because that's the reality that we were told is correct, right? Traditionally, we're told to play it safe. We're told not to think too big. We're told not to think too far outside of the box because you might get hurt, you might fail, you might lose money, right? You might waste your time. That's what we're told. And that's why most people don't ever venture out. Most people don't ever kind of take those risks, take different chances, make new choices in their lives, and they get stuck. And then they get unhappy. And then they get anxious, and then they get overwhelmed, because we all know life is not easy. Whether you're paycheck to paycheck, you're struggling, you're in really bad circumstances, or you're making strides towards becoming a better person, becoming more financially free, creating some new choices for yourself, for your family. Both of those options are hard, right? And I always say this, like, choose your heart. You probably see memes all the time. Choose your heart. What hard are you going to allow and accept as your reality? How much more beneficial and rewarding would it be if you were actually working towards something, building something, having a direction, having goals, having a vision, versus just settling for what the traditional economy has taught us to believe, and just live paycheck to paycheck, have a failing relationship, be stressed all the time, be overwhelmed, be anxious. I tell you what, I was there for a long time, and if it wasn't for me making some different decisions, making some new life directional changes, I would have been in a really bad spot. I guarantee you I'd have lost my relationship. I would have been a part-time father, even more so than I already was, because of how taxing my and how demanding my job was. I would have lost it all. I can guarantee you that. But it was just a simple, not simple, but there was a few choices that I made mentally to kind of fix those things, to kind of change my direction, because I knew if I didn't, what the alternative was. And that's what you got to do. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to think, okay, well, what am I doing now? Where do I want to go? How do I get there? How do I bridge that gap? How do I start doing things differently? How do I get the financial freedom that I want? How do I start traveling like I want to? How do I become a better parent? How do I become a better spouse? Right? Because when you want to talk about two of the main stresses that people have in life, it's financial stresses, and it is children. And those are the two biggest reasons why people get divorced, is because of finances and because of kids. So what if you were able to make some different choices financially and fix those problems, so that those problems don't become problems in the future, right? You fix your financial problems, a lot of things start to fall in place. A lot of people will say, oh, it's not all about the money, but you know what? You know what the money is going to do for you? The money is going to allow you to have different choices. The money is going to allow you to stop being overwhelmed, stop being so stressed. When you're not so stressed, now you're able to spend time and focus on other areas in your life, like your kids, like your relationship. You're able to go travel, do the things that you love to do, without that burden of the finances, constantly on your mind. Like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. I was there, I did it, and it was the most depressing feeling that I've ever been through. That's why I burned that bridge a long time ago, and I'll never go back, because I never want to feel the way I felt for so many years because of my financial situation, right? I could have lost everything. Like I said, I could have lost everything, and if I didn't make some different decisions in my life. And that's what you got to think. You got to start making new choices, new decisions based on your goals, not your circumstances, right? So really think about that. Be honest with yourself. Have that honest conversation. You know, ask yourself, am I where I want to be? And if not, start doing things differently to get to where you want to be. Even if you have to sacrifice things, even if you have to pay some money, even if you have to spend some more time, you know, of the time that you already think that you don't have. There's always time. You can always make time for things that are important, especially if it's in regards to your life and a better future for yourself, for your family. You will make time. You say you don't have the money to invest in certain things or try new things, or, you know, things to invest to better yourself. You can always find money. You can always stop buying certain things. You can always stop spending there. You could maybe reduce some of the bills that you have so you could invest in yourself, right, versus investing in another bill. So I hope that you got some sort of value out of that. Really think about it. Be honest with yourself, because you deserve it. Your family deserves it, and your future ultimately depends on it. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great week. Peace.